And welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. I'm doing an unboxing here. Now I've just published an unboxing on my channel, so I'll delay when I've recorded this versus when I publish this. But the reason it's important to note when I actually recorded this is I got this item on Black Friday. I don't normally go for the Black Friday mania. I'm not much of a Cyber Monday purchaser. But I saw this one item, and it's something that I've noticed other YouTubers have, and I thought a friend of mine suggested maybe I should upgrade some of my equipment to get a little more professional looking and sounding. And when I saw this at a smoking good deal for Black Friday, I thought, yeah, okay, I'll pick this one up. Now, what is this? Well, let me just get her started here. It's a pretty large box, as you can see, from Amazon, obviously. Again, I don't normally buy into the wanton purchasing of stuff just for the sake of buying stuff. But this was a really remarkably good deal, and I just couldn't pass it up. Let's open her up here. And what have we got inside? It's upside down. It's a collection of Yeti. No, it's not. It's a microphone, a USB microphone for recording podcasts and doing voiceovers, which I have been doing quite a bit of on my channel. And it was half off. Like on the American one, Amazon.com, it was $75. And I usually find a lot of the deals that are for Amazon.com don't transfer over to Amazon.ca up here in Canada. But lo and behold, it was there. It was $90 Canadian. That included a little extra piece, which I'm not sure if it's in the box here. Or maybe it's inside the bag. Maybe it's inside this packaging. So yes, 2 items for $90 and free shipping. And that was really, really impressive deal. So I thought, yeah, I'll go for it. So let's just unwrap this and we'll show you the Yeti. I've seen these things, various YouTubers and podcasters that I follow have got something like this up on the, either in front of them as they're talking or else sort of dangling from one of those boom mic things. But anyway, let's try this thing out here. How the heck do you open this? I'm assuming that comes up or something. Well, there we go. All right, set that over there. And wow, it is sealed. Sealed in here pretty good. And it's pretty heavy too, I can tell. This is an item of some quality. So what do we got here? This is our power connector, or sorry, our USB connector. Bit of instructions there. And let's pop out the Yeti. These handy holes in the back for nudging this thing forward. There we go. I still don't see the little piece, but regardless. So here it is. Here is the Yeti. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, little desiccant stuff there. There we go. Wow, that took a lot of encouragement. And then we just flip this thing up. Wow, check that out. Now that has that classic old 1950s style to it. Look at that. Oh, you can imagine Orson Welles or somebody, reading out to the public, oh, the Martians are coming on a big sucker like that. Yeah, $90 Canadian, shipped. Somewhere in this packaging, or else somewhere else, maybe being shipped separately, I know there's a technical word for it, but I've also bought the little hanger thing that has the little nylon so that whenever you go puh, 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 it doesn't cause the microphone to act crazy. I got that thing as well. I just don't see it in the box here. But it wasn't part of the free shipping deal, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's coming separately. I don't even know where it would connect. Oh, down there maybe, I guess. Anyway, yeah, this is really nice. Very, very solid construction. I mean, it's heavy as heck. But yeah, I think that looks really, really cool, really nice. And what I'll do is actually, to give you an idea of why this was a worthwhile purchase, I'll do some audio recordings of what my standard microphone, my little $20 thing I got out of Radio Shack, what that sounds like. And then I'll hook this up and do exactly the same speech, and we'll just see what the audio quality is like in comparison. All right, well, I just thought I'd point out I've got the Yeti here. I'm about to hook it up to my computer, but there's some very cool little features this thing has. It's got a mute button and a volume, which is kind of standard. But I was looking in the instructions on the back here. We've got a couple of different controls. We've got gain, which is obviously allowing for the input level to go in. But there's these patterns you can select, and I'll do a little zoom in a second, but you've got like stereo and omnidirectional and bidirectional. There's some really neat features that this thing has I didn't really expect. The instruction manual mentions some of these are better for recording instruments, some of them are better for podcasting purposes and that kind of stuff. I really, really like it. And so, yeah, let me just do a little close-up here of what these different buttons look like. So you can see here, the default is it's set to stereo, which is these two little circles intertwining there. And then this setting, pardon my reach, this setting here, if I can do it, there we go, is cardioid. That's good for podcasts, voiceovers, etc. Then we've got omnidirectional, which has got like a weird squashed potato kind of a look. That apparently is good for conference calls or field recordings. And finally, we've got bidirectional, pardon me. And then finally, there's bidirectional, which apparently is good for interviews, instruments, and vocal duets, it says. So, since I'm going to be mostly doing podcasts / voiceovers, let me switch it back to cardioid, like so. Now I'm just going to plug this in and see how, apparently you just plug it into your USB port and away we go. So let's try that out. So up to this point, this is the microphone I've been using for all my voiceover work. This is the Nextech 2616447. I got it out of The Source, or also known as Radio Shack here. It was like $25, dirt cheap, and it's just plugged into the microphone in socket on my computer. Probably not the best routine to go with, but it was cheap, and it's worked for the handful of times I've ever had to record anything. So let's just do a little comparison here. I'm recording both of these audio samples at 48,000 and 16-bit. Now that's just what my recording software has as its initial default when I launch. So I'm going to stick with that. Let's try a couple of tongue twisters and see if I can say these correctly. Let's go with She Sells Seashells by the Seashore, and also Two Tried and True Tridents, and Peter Piper. Is it Peter Piper or Peter Pepper? Anyway, he picked a pair of pickled peppers. That's what the original microphone sounds like. So in comparison, this is the Yeti, the microphone I just plugged in. Couple of little hiccups with this one. I found that I can't hear anything on the regular speakers with this particular microphone hooked up. It does have a little headphone jack on the bottom of it, so I guess in order to be the best sound quality and the best way to route your audio, it kind of mutes the speaker sound or something, and I have to have little headphones plugged into the bottom of the microphone, and then I can hear what's going on the microphone. Very, very strange. Anyway, so yes, this is the Yeti. Now, let's do that same. This is also still recording at the same speed. We got 48,000 and 16-bit. And once again, She Sells Seashells by the Seashore. What was the other one about the tried and true tridents? Well, I can't remember. And then Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. And there we have it. There is the Yeti Ultimate USB microphone. I really like the styling on this thing. It does have that great sort of 1950s radio drama look to it. And audio is fantastic. So yes, look forward to hearing my voice a little more clean in the future. And yeah, just to keep in with the styling of this microphone. And until next time, we'll see ya down the rabbit hole.